What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. What is this?
I'm so fucking. What the?
Search for a set of rules.
Bread is of little use to the man who has betrayed his soul.
Maybe you're the protagonist in your story, but like there's a million other people.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Paradyme Podcast. We're here for the... Dude, I've been waiting for this day for such a long time. The Mount Whitney video that we recorded back in, what was it, July? Mid-July? Mm-hmm. Back in mid-July, it's finally been compiled into like an epic video that our own Devin edited. We're so grateful that he could do that and put time aside to make this happen. So it's finally here. It's now September 25th, and we're ready to watch it and just kind of fill in what the video doesn't tell you. So we're gonna jump in right now. John's with us, Nick's with us, who was on the hike. So we're all real excited. All right, let's jump into it.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, get in there, John.
Now equals tomorrow, over.
I'm in a hilarious large chair with Mount Whitney behind. We're looking at we're gonna be on top. Yeah. Alright. Shows you.
Wake too long. I kept drinking with him, and he passed out. We kept drinking. And he woke up and said, "Who drank my wild turkey?" I was like, "Mr. We did." Like, Miss Kel came down and yelled at you. You started barking.
How you feeling, Nick?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready.
You ready? What do you have to tell people that are watching from Connecticut and Colorado?
I think that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, shout them out.
Shout out my homies. Billy, Jake, Gio, Joe, Derek, y'all watching this. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
The audio is so chill.
Yeah.
Let me know how hard
Really
this is gonna be.
Most of the time lapses are like this, where it's like just us moving through our hike.
Remember how much of a mission it was to get up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the car. It was like a whole day.
Yeah, so we started at the bottom at Lone Pine and we drove up an hour.
I mean, you guys are packing a lot of food. You know, it'd be nice to eat one.
Yeah, I'm eating one.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat one tonight.
Lower the weight.
I didn't grab
beef
some.
sticks inside your mouth. There's your beef stick.
David said no to beef sticks, remember? No.
I got 2 on deck.
See, I took one.
I housed it right now. Slim Jims taste more like. I was like, I'm gonna cut that part out because we show like.
Oh my god. That's so sick.
Yo, we just were checking on it.
We're checking on your car?
We were just checking on it.
Oh, that's a dope shot.
That's Alabama Hills right there. All right, so for those people that don't know, I'm sure Mount Whitney is pulling in a lot of people just because of the name. But those of you guys that don't know, Mount Whitney is the tallest mountain in the lower 48 states of the United States. It's 14,595 feet, 505 feet.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a picture in here, but it's the tallest mountain, and we made a trip out of it.
That is 14,505.
Yeah, so, and it was 4 days, 3 nights. And so we're starting in Alabama Hills, which is the shot you just saw.
Alabama Hills.
First night.
Yeah.
And just make it firm.
I'm thinking like it's possible to hold it because I opened it up and it wasn't inflating, and then I blew into it manually. I felt like a little bit of air was still coming out when
Dude, I feel like Nick, you have to explain what you're going through.
Oh,
Dude,
We'll try this concept.
We'll get there.
They didn't know what was about to happen. Pause it.
We have a 7.9 mile hike tomorrow.
Nice, Dev.
Nice.
Nice,
So
dude.
You ready to go?
Good put. I like that.
I feel like I'm set, dude. I feel like solid. Like just food, everything feels like it's like going well. I don't know. Got our early stuff tomorrow.
Didn't know what was about to happen.
Signed. And we're out of here.
Imagine if we left like in the morning as soon as we like woke up.
That would be
It
crazy.
would have been chilling a little longer. All right, starting from Horseshoe Meadows.
Yeah.
Horseshoe Meadows. You know what I miss? How quiet everything was up there.
Oh, for real.
All right, we're all packed up, about to head out. Where are we going again? What's the place called? Because we got a mission failed yesterday.
Eastern Sierra Interagency Center.
Yeah, we're supposed to get that signed at 5 yesterday, but we came a little late, so we have to wake up this morning. Yeah.
And so we're gonna go drive there, get it signed, come back up, make breakfast, and hit the trail.
And whose dad is that?
I feel like that.
Or my kids.
We gotta take your kids camping at 5, but we got an Usher concert at 6.
Oh yeah, there it is. You just take the shirt off.
Oh man. I wonder how many steps in total we did.
I can find that out.
30,000.
I can find that out.
Probably more than that. Kind of crazy.
Hey.
They're just gonna have to. We talked about it. Down. We just gotta dig a hole and keep going. I'm not summoning.
Yeah, didn't even know what was about to happen.
Are we staying by a body of water?
It's a place called High Lake.
High Lake.
Fitting.
Yeah, perfect.
What did John say? Oh, his dad said, I don't want to use walking sticks and look like a bozo.
Oh, yeah.
Be careful those bitches. They bite. They're hunters.
Did you guys see big ass flies out there?
Flies?
There was huge flies that were like abiding us. Bro, they bit John.
Huh.
But they were like near me. I was like, bro, what the fuck? 6, 5.5.
Probably something like that. I was thinking less, but I guess we're making good time. I was thinking like we're like at 4.
Yeah, I think we're close to 5.
Because Pincushion's only a mile and a half. For real? Yeah. It's like nothing.
Damn.
This all looks
This is
so
so
much better.
dope, dude.
This is like the first place, so I was like, damn, this is really cool.
Yeah, that was sick.
But once we finally opened up.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't go over. Joe said that you look like you're SEAL Team 6.
Go take out the mountain.
Sometimes you're gonna have to.
Cover my sins.
Did you show?
I've already
No.
John,
I was like so tempted to be like, fuck it, but like I wanted to be able to upload it and not like have to do it to bullshit. Like, oh, you gotta take the video down.
John's gonna get canceled by the school.
You got butt
Buns
cheeks.
out, dude.
Butt cheeks hanging
Oh,
out.
sun's out, buns out. You know the deal.
Give the boys a break. Damn, y'all bags are big.
Keeps you alive.
I was walking around with a 50-pound pack. Look at that baby.
I know. Your day was just heavy too when I lifted it right there.
Yeah.
It was fucking-
Dude, where's some animals, man? In HD, that's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, that dude. It's,
Bro,
It looks
I had to
good.
get the good fishing.
Oh, I remember this,
you
dude.
got it. That looks a lot scarier.
Yeah. In person, nah, okay.
That shit was long.
I would have been so pissed you broke your cut.
I wasn't thinking about that when
What are you looking at? Oh, it's a marmot. Dude, they were huge.
Yeah, that one was fat. I thought it was gonna be a lot fatter on camera.
Alright.
The ropes definitely
Making our
make it
final
look
push to High
more
Lake.
legit.
When we pass Long Lake, be about 11,600 feet up.
Your glasses.
Hopefully catch
Look like
a
your eyes are on fire.
Uh,
Fish.
We're passing
sounds like got a draw. Be 1,000.
Lake.
11,600 cleaned up. Look at this beast. He just turned it on, bro. Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, dude. Keeping up with John
Wow.
is pretty hard.
Yeah,
Oh,
y'all.
wow.
Speed.
Dude, flashbacks.
This is the end of day one.
Is that the beach?
Okay.
New Army Pass.
This is the cave, right?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna.
Oh, yeah, look, there's a cave.
Highlight.
Yeah.
This is weird. We talk about it like all the
We
beach
do,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. But when the bat's in there, we
Still
don't.
waiting for Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were
Next
taken over by a bat.
Or to camp here.
I'm down. I just think we should learn from last time. You know?
John really tried to sell it on them.
No, he got sold this shit.
He like, I know you guys try to clean it up and everything.
That's not.
Jay, are you walking up here? Are you walking up here?
Wow, dude, this is legit a movie,
We
dude.
have 3
This is
options.
crazy.
Dude, I don't know. I got this pretty cool. We're all sharing. Shit. Like, I don't know. We're chilling, mad chilling. Okay.
Yeah,
Bear walks up. Then we shoot it. Bear's gonna come in one way. What are you doing in my cave, dog? Me? There's no bear in the cave.
Yeah, no.
Alright, dude, how
I
about this?
suggested a bear.
Come up and check out the cave, okay? Because the guys are trying it on board. If you come
Damn,
up
you lied to me. You lied to me.
Damn.
No, I don't know. The guys are on board.
I was not on board. You guys were trying so hard to convince me to
Yeah.
the cave, bro. Yo. Dude, come get that, bro. Come get this guy. Look at him. He's got a knife. What the fuck? Yo, we straight up look like dads. It's a game
You
of
had
dads.
to, bro.
And a bear.
You guys were bad at
Cave
this.
camping.
They
Next
do.
time, John got the
Where's Nick?
twin matches going. Got himself a nightstand.
Damn.
We got all
Yo,
our
he really was.
SEAL Team 6, for real.
Are you sure you didn't have a sniper?
Oh, damn,
Jay,
Dev, you're
getting
good.
water.
I had that fucking thing on me.
Damn, Dev is good, dude. Good at it.
Unfortunately, we got some bad news.
Okay.
The
Now let this
cave
play.
is ran by a bat. So we're moving our spots
Oh my gosh.
in the dark.
We'll pause. This is the end of the
Get all
day,
our
so we'll
stuff
pause
in
it and
there.
explain
Yeah.
the bat situation.
And now we're literally camping on the beach.
Straight up.
I
Alright,
totally
pause,
forgot.
John. Pause, Dev.
And day
Oh my
one.
gosh. It's,
What did the camera miss? I mean, it didn't obviously get the bat. We're all out chilling, having dinner.
Yeah. Because it was dark by the time the bat. It wasn't dark
No,
yet.
it was like twilight.
But we could see the bat. But there was a fucking bat in the cave. It wasn't like just flying in and flying out. It was
No.
like hovering.
It
in
was
the
going
cave.
crazy.
Like it was kind of scary, but then it flew away.
And he went in there, and then we thought the bat wasn't there for a second. He's like, nope, bat's still here. And he dove out of the cave.
Yeah, all that shit you see in the cave was in there, and the bat came. It was,
I mean, if we would have just went with the beach, like I said,
Operation
you know,
to pull everything up.
Hey, worst came to worst, we just moved all our shit,
Yeah.
and you saw that in the video. Yeah, we just
Well,
moved
it's
all our
alright.
shit.
Yeah,
I know.
you guys were
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
you guys were adamant about sleeping in the cave, and I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm gonna sleep in my tent. And then, like, as it got a little, like, some time passed, I started to warm up the idea a little bit. Like, I almost was about to be like, all right, maybe I'll join. And then as soon as the bat showed up, I was like, all right, I'm.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too much of a risk. I don't know I think if we tried to sleep in that shit, it would have been horrible. It would have been horrible.
I just don't. I wouldn't care as long as it doesn't touch me. You know what I mean?
Just hearing
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
that would be fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
And then one thing you'll notice.
Don't they bite you or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Aren't they
they
carry diseases?
Take a dump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly that's how.
Like,
COVID-
Imagine
like
if
flying
someone got
rats.
bit by a bat.
Yeah. We would
That'd
probably
be
have
fucking
Do
crazy.
you know the fucking rabies shots that they
Yeah.
where they give how they give that to you? It's a big ass needle and they stick it in your stomach.
I don't know about that.
That's where the rabies shot is.
I've had a rabies shot on my stomach though.
Where did you put it?
I have no idea.
You had a rabies shot?
Everybody gets a rabies shot.
Oh no! I'm saying if you get rabies, like if you have, like if you contract.
Everybody got rabies.
No, not a preventative medicine. I'm saying if you contract it, yeah. They have to stick a needle in your stomach.
It's like an EpiPen.
It's like crazy, yeah.
All right. Anyway, so what you'll notice about this is we're not in the hiking footage because John, Dev, and Dave just had a really good pace.
Yeah.
Nick and I were in the back taking in the view, let's say,
Caboose.
and just fucking,
caboose.
fishing, chilling. What else? So let's get to day 2.
Hey, that's our.
Good morning. Day 2.
Oh,
yeah, dude, we got it on video.
Slippery one.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
He can eat that shit.
No, he didn't.
We did not eat the fish.
Yeah, we did that. Went back into the water.
Yeah, shout out to the fish. Look at him.
Ah, dude, yeah, Celebrate. We put it back safely.
Oh, not pictured me dropping the fish.
Yeah. Fish is safe.
Roughly 4 nights. 4 nights, 5
This
days.
man, American Sniper.
Approximately. Depending on how far we go.
Looks like someone's taking a dump right there.
You guys gotta, when you go home, watch the video when it's like processed.
Our mileage keeps going. It gets higher and higher every day. So, see what that does to us. But we're gonna make it to the top regardless.
I fucking predicted this.
And around
I did
back.
all that in one day.
And to the car. And back home.
Hey, the Sierra, man. Beautiful.
Look at him.
Hey, morning yoga was the best, bro.
Hey, look at the clouds. Look at the clouds.
Shout out to John too, bro. Every morning he's like, you know what time it is. You know it's fucking yoga time. Sick.
I remember he was like, hey, if I do this pose, can someone help me back up?
That's a big ass pizza courts we're on right there. It's huge.
Nice.
Don't mind the suspenders. Don't mind the suspenders.
Crazy.
Homemade.
You got time?
Doesn't feel real. It feels like we're watching a movie.
9:40.
It's day 2. We're feeling wild.
Morning yoga was such a
Feeling
good
loosey-goosey.
idea.
Morning yoga.
Doing
We're
that in the
feeling
morning.
Yeah, no, especially before the switchbacks.
John.
Just give a wild look.
Fucking Nick and
This is our
Just
radio
give it a
feed.
wild
They
look.
catch FM
Nick and Jay have
and
antennas on their fucking back.
I like Columns crew.
AM. We're gonna send it.
Oh, this was a sick view coming out of this.
Facts,
Lake we were at?
Yeah, this
We're looking back towards Fresno in that shot.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
that's so dope.
That's Long Lake.
Yeah, so this is the switchbacks. The start of the morning.
Oh man.
Yeah.
In the morning, or now, our walk, our hike, is gonna consist of
This is nice.
off the
I
bat
remember this spot.
switchbacks.
It was the first like real set of switchbacks that we did one morning.
Oh.
I'm glad my
beach is down there.
Yeah, the guy was
think
like,
we're going up
going hella fast.
To 12,000 feet.
I'm glad that we
And then
recorded
going back
this
down
because
to 9,000.
I took my girl to
then going back higher.
Pinnacles yesterday and she wanted to know how many switchbacks we did. You were
11,000.
teaching me. So that's perfect. It's so many switchbacks.
Keep you guys updated. This is day 2.
Yeah, that's where we just.
Is that the first night?
No, that's where it's
Thailand.
right
Yeah,
there.
that's the first time.
Little landscape right there.
I love that spot.
That was sick.
High Lake.
Shout out to my cousin Jeremy for telling me to bring Snickers
For real.
on
Hey,
the on the
there's a
backpacking
funny
trip, the
ass
Snickers.
part.
Yeah.
You guys were
They
like
did.
haggling and
Snickers
like
hits different.
trades with them.
This isn't sponsored by Snickers.
Bargaining.
Jay, John,
Should
Nick.
be.
If you would like to sponsor
We
us.
at the top of what trail is this?
Snickers.com/PRDM.
I think it's still New Army Pass. There's a this
Cut
is
that.
switchback.
Send us an email.
I think it is.
I don't know if
That's
you guys
Jay
can
right
see
there.
Jake's at right there. Little red bag.
Look at the way in.
You can see it better once the video.
Look at how blue the water is. That's how pure that is.
He's a little dot on the camera.
Oh, right there, John. What was it? He got
Blister.
blisters.
Oh yeah.
John looks like a little monkey.
He is, dude. He is a monkey.
Yeah.
You can see way up in the clouds.
This is awesome that we could see it from here.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think that was my favorite part about backpacking in general. Was just seeing something so far, be like, I'm gonna be up there.
Yeah, dude, that was
Like
great.
eventually, you know.
That was pretty crazy.
Damn, those views though.
And he had 2 geologists out there. She was going crazy.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Do you remember that tree that was like had a rock? It was
Yeah.
went through it. Yeah, that was sick.
That's cool.
Oh, I like these meadows too. I was like
yeah.
walking and seeing the meadows. We saw some deer right here, right?
Oh yeah, this is the creek that we were trying to.
We're out of creek. I think we like maybe overshot
This is right before
our
the
water
thunderstorm.
spot.
Oh yeah.
It's all dried up right here.
Damn, hell
Yeah,
ass.
it's kind of backtrack.
This is what it is. This is what it is to live out there. You pump your own water.
Oh yeah.
You have what you have, and you fish for what you need.
This is the same spot you guys just saw.
Mm-hmm.
The sun out, and now it's like literally like.
Oh yeah, I can't wait
That's
till we get to the end of the day too. But I'll tell you what.
This is the first day
Yup.
where like
Mind those clouds.
morale dipped for a
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are getting
Just turning on the jets, bro. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But you guys just. Yeah, this is morale booster 1 for you guys.
Yeah, fucking sprinted up that shit.
How close are we?
We're at the end of the boot trail.
Shout out to Nick for building the map.
So
I don't know. That was such that was so
That was
helpful.
super
Show the
clutch, right?
distance or far we hiked.
Gaia GPS
Straight at
is
the
amazing.
front.
Go check it out.
Facts.
I need a knife or something.
Oh snap!
Dude, I got a knife.
They're about to drink some
That's what
Kool-Aid.
you do.
That's Kool-Aid. That's
Oh, they
Kool-Aid.
want to use my knife.
My knife, though? Whoa, that shit gonna try to kill me.
We try to take that drink to the
Whoa.
top, but
That's
unfortunately,
Some speck on the knife.
yeah.
Our shit, our videos are not for kids.
Yeah. You could know
I
what.
know.
I didn't think it was gonna last all the way up to Whitney.
Me neither.
Don't remember this.
Yeah, there was a lot in there. I drank some, but there was still a lot.
This is bad.
Is it
This is bad content. Making a mess.
raw in nature? Is it warm? Is it hot?
So why'd you open it here?
It was like they got like the pressure. It's just us eating and like hanging out at camp.
Just exploring then.
Something, you know?
When you put it like that, it seems like we weren't far behind you. But at the end of this clip, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that happened
Yeah.
between these clips.
Wow, that's beautiful. Everything was gorgeous out there.
Yeah, no, for real, it felt like a movie.
This night we went bouldering, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
You didn't get that either?
I stopped following you guys.
Me and Nick and Devin were like,
We're good, sorry.
This is nuts.
Yeah, we crossed that.
It's like surreal.
I saved stuff. The morsels. I couldn't eat it because I was like tripping.
Yeah,
End of day
tripping.
2.
Trip.
End of day 2. We're opening the Snickers, baby.
You got me. You got him.
That was cute. Bro, that part has me dying every time I watch it.
Nick tell most of it, but
Okay.
the trail, it was
Frozen
raining
to
and
death.
hailing so bad, and this day there wasn't thick tree cover, so I mean we're just getting pelted. Our shit is, excuse my language, our stuff is covered in water. We're just soaked, right? But the trail itself turned into a creek or something. We're like hiking in the creek
Yeah.
because it was deep. It's just like crazy amount of water. So Nick, tell them from your perspective.
Yeah, we were taking a break or having lunch, and I was fishing, and I don't remember what lake it was, but one of the lakes, like we were chilling there, and like we started to like hear the storm coming in, and Jay's like, "Yeah, I think we gotta go." So it was like,
Let's go. I was like, urgency.
and I was like still taking casts, and I was like, yeah, we'll be good. and then like it just started pouring. Like,
That sounds just like.
Yeah. So,
It was fast. It was like
so we like quickly got all our stuff together, and then we were just getting hailed on like most of the way back to camp. And I remember also like finding a tree that we were just sitting under for a while.
that was the next day.
waiting for it to go down. Oh, true.
That was the next day. So what happened was this day is the guys, David, Dev, and John walked so fast they beat the storm. And what's crazy is when we were out finally walking down towards camp that night where they were set up, as soon as we like dropped down into that elevation, rain stopped.
Yeah.
Right? And so we had to literally just walked out of a hailstorm into nothing. Like there was just like a couple hundred yards maybe that way, and it was like hailing. And so we stepped out, and yeah, they had beat the storm that day, and it boosted their confidence.
Yeah.
And you'll see where it goes.
And you
That's
can,
nice.
yeah, you can see a little bit from that, like where it's sunny out, and then if you watch the video, and I mentioned like it's thundering. That's what they were in, but we were so far ahead that like we were outpacing the storm.
Yep.
So,
yeah, they had such a great pace.
Yeah.
Such a good pace.
oh, and then at the end of the night, they like Jay and John went to go boulder and stuff, and I followed them. You saw that creek that I recorded, like the water and stuff. I followed them into the trees, but then I was like, yeah, y'all go ahead. I don't like wandering just off into the middle of nowhere.
John and I bouldered multiple nights. That's what we would just do. So
Yeah. So.
yeah. All right, John, you got anything you want to add to that?
Oh man.
All right, cool. So we're at 22-28.
Eating the Cliff Bar.
Oh, this
Is that's the night
That's
we're on the
Mobile.
rain fly on, huh?
Think Jay.
No,
That's when we were spending by the trees. Oh,
This is where they get stuck. They get stuck under a tree, and then we get caught in some stuff.
I got some water boiling for some oatmeal. Then I'm gonna poop it out.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna eat the
I got my Rocky Mountain scramble.
for breakfast?
No, those were good.
They weren't good that way. It was just what was it, eggs, potatoes, and
You always need a good break.
I think we all think we have a long day
See,
ahead of
the
us.
day before was all downhill, and that's the first day that like my muscles were really aching on me. And this morning, like,
About 10.
Oh, yeah,
Jay
this
gave
is-
me like
yeah.
Jay gave me like 2 pain pills and a caffeine pill, and I was a new man.
Superman, dude.
This is the
So on
day
day
where,
3.
like,
And I
You
never
don't
like.
freak Filling up on
I
water.
don't really like use caffeine ever either too, so like that was like a
eating.
lifesaver.
We pack our stuff up.
Yeah, dude, that's
And then we're gonna hit the road. It's about what, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 8:15. And we're gonna take off. But kind of just relaxing right now.
See, there's a good set.
We're all packed up. Let's go.
Ready to go?
Day 3 begins in the meadow. I'm a firm believer of no 7 on the grading scale.
No way.
So,
No,
no
seven.
setup on the grid.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Coaches.
Kevin Samuels is
that's
correct.
what you guys are talking
no
about.
7. So crazy. I feel like there's so much I'm like missing. Like this video is dope, but there's like little things that I felt like I can't remember yet.
Yeah.
For real?
I mean, so much happened. It's hard to even
Yeah, like a lot happened.
remember
Yeah.
all of it.
Like me and John debating on where to put the tent under the tree.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was that me and Devin?
Jay and Nick.
The previous night?
Yeah, that was a previous.
This was
yeah.
sick.
No,
This
it
was
was
like an
down.
old area that was burned out, and it was just like
Yeah.
no brush. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this part right here, we just hiked up some switchbacks. They weren't as bad as the previous night or the previous morning, but then we have to go through another pair of switchbacks.
Yeah.
So this day we hit 2 sets of switchbacks.
Dude, I love those shots.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure we took pictures in the same spot too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, same idea. We got there, we let go.
This little area was really nice.
Oh, there's a rock thing.
Yeah. The trees were beautiful. It
Damn,
was
dude,
like
that
bright
setup on
orange.
John's backpack though.
I know,
Right.
so it's crazy.
Backpack tall as hell.
Dude, alright, this is crazy because you guys got to this point and it was still nice outside, but this is right when
We're
Jay
in
and I hit our first storm.
that day.
Really?
And we were getting pummeled on when we got to that open and where you see like Crabtree Meadows
Yeah.
and you get that big open, we were getting destroyed by a thunderstorm. And
Yeah.
just like before when Jay was saying that the trail literally turned into like a
Like a
river.
river.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I was drenched.
That's in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
so-
in that right now.
Yeah.
That caught up to us.
Yeah, that's what got you
Yeah,
guys. Yeah.
we were
tailing right
in
now.
the thick of it.
I mean, these hails were like bigger than a normal airsoft BB. They were like
You can see
large.
them a little bit
Yeah.
in the video.
They're large.
This is when we put the targets on. Like we took the tent shit out and we threw it over
I'm putting the
ourselves.
GoPro away.
Oh, that was it.
Fucking made it out of the storm.
Damn.
So that's our second time beating a storm, and then the third time is what.
Yeah, your luck runs out.
Yeah. That shit was gnarly.
It was so crazy. We were debating on like.
Waiting, because we waited
Yeah,
a while.
we debated. Yeah, we were like, what should we do?
Well, we try. I don't know at what point.
At this point on the screen you guys see to the right, that's a lake that we stopped at, and we called you guys like
Timberline Lake.
Yeah,
That's
Timberline.
where we were gonna wait, and so we sat there for like 30 minutes.
There it is. There's a storm.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's
We're hiking and we're like,
We're trying
don't
to
go
read
up
it.
there if
Yeah.
if you see any clouds.
Yeah, we were
and you
trying
guys
to
didn't
read
hear
it.
us.
it was too late. The storm
Yeah,
already
yeah.
came in, so we couldn't
Yeah.
like radio you guys.
And there was another. It was just like, what do you guys think we should do? Because we said we were going to meet at Guitar Lake.
Yeah, and that's where
And
we
then-
were headed to.
Yeah, then I was like, I think if they said meet us at Guitar Lake, we should meet them at Guitar Lake. So
yeah.
we went through the shit,
then
and
it
I was
was
like,
too
all right,
late.
boys.
I was like, this is our final point. You don't want to be out there if it's
Yeah.
fucking boom.
And
Like
we-
literally, we're sitting there because we found a tree at this point, right? We're hiking, we're behind them, but we find a thick tree, so we hide underneath that. We don't get wet. We're chilling.
Yeah,
And so fucking, but we're sitting there, and the loudest thunder I've ever heard in my life. Boom!
Yeah, it was,
and
it
I
was
mean, like,
insane. Like I
boom, that shit was like
it was-
crazy, dude.
It was so
We're-
loud. Like it
the
literally
ground
struck-
shook. We're like, oh shit!
Yeah, it was. It was strike. I swear to God, dude, it was so close. Like,
From here, they decided to go up to where there was no trees.
Yeah.
and that's what we were thinking about. We got to the point where we were trying to radio them and tell them not to go because we were like, hey, there's no more trees after this point, so we're gonna have nowhere to hide.
Yeah, so
And then-
in the video, that's where you can see is like it just
Yeah, you
stopped.
see the trees
I mean,
stop.
yeah, I can see him right there.
And then
This
we're
is 2737.
And it's funny because, like Duke said, we found this tree to sit on, and the storm is going crazy, but the tree's so big that we're like just
Dry.
chilling under it, dry. And like we're sitting there, like just hanging out, and we're like, yo, they're getting destroyed right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's like there's no way
Pretty
that
wild.
they're not going
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah, so we didn't. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture any of this.
it was too wild.
Scared. I was low key. I was really fucking scared.
Why? What happens?
I would say at the halfway mark, I yelled to John and David. I'm like, at this point, like we either gotta stop or we either have to go all the way and set the tent up and just fucking. But I'm like, I think we should stop because we don't know how long this is gonna be going for. I see like a rock that's like I can throw my shit under, and they stop on a rock where they're like covered some, but they're like, okay, we can't do this.
Yeah.
And so I get all the way under a rock, and they're like, Devin, let's go, we gotta move. And then I'm like, I grab all my shit, my phone's soaked, all of our phones are soaked at this point. The GoPro is like almost soaked, and I'm like, I'm not recording anything. That's not where my mind's at right now. I'm like, dude, we gotta get to the tent, let's set it up, and then get in the fucking tent. We get to the tent, me and John, I changed clothes first. Changed my clothes first. John changes his second, and then David's still like sort of outside the tent changing his. But we throw all of our stuff under the tent tarp, or like so we can cover all of our stuff.
They were trying to get warm, like it was gonna be the last time we get warm.
Yeah.
It was freezing.
Dude,
fucking cold.
I was so scared I was gonna get hypothermia or like get some like flu because I was super. The shirt I was wearing was a Capilene shirt, the Patagonia shirt, and it made it even more cold. I was like,
The look that you gave them when it was still pouring rain, hailing, thunderstorm, and they're like, Dad, we gotta keep moving. And you were like, what? Wait, you want me to do what?
Yeah, no, I don't know if I've ever been that scared.
me and John
of water, bro.
ran into a rock, and we were basically face to face, leaned over, and then I was like, David, are you good? And all I heard was like, yeah, I'm good. And then he had actually a really great rock with a lot of coverage. So he was big chilling, getting dry, and me and John were just getting fucking destroyed.
And so I was like, I'm not staying here, bro. I'm not staying here by myself. So I was like, I'm getting out from under this shit, grabbed all our shit. We got the tent set up. And then by the time we're recording it again, by the time I get the camera up and running, David comes to me and John, because me and John are in the tent together. We're like, fucking start the jet boil. Let's fucking do something, dude. It's fucking cold as shit.
Dude, it was so bad.
David, he yells, he's like, yo, the sun's coming out. And we're like, nah, there's no fucking way. There's just no possible way that the sun's coming out right now.
They didn't believe me.
And the sun's out. Like
the sun was coming out. And I think the first thing
was like wet and shit.
The first thing I knew I had to do was I had to lay out all my clothes, all my wet shit in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you watch the next few clips, we're at Qatar Lake is where we stopped.
Mm-hmm.
The sun's out, and you'll see all of our clothes. Everything is on these rocks where the sun's hitting. And I'm just glad the sun came out. You know, I'm so fucking.
I was like, I like that because it ended up being like a 30-40 minute storm.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
But it was like 30-40 minutes of just like hell. Like it was just going like crazy.
So I wish I would have got some of it just to hear it, just to like listen to it or something. But
I think I got it well with the.
It was loud.
The whole tent was wet.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
If you could think of all your stimulations or all the points you feel or smell, like everything was going off. Like you couldn't relax for a second.
Yeah, so when we were walking down to where we see you guys at Guitar Lake, all y'all and Chonies just laid out in the sun. John's chalking it up with people and like, okay, cool. Like, it seems like they're good.
Up and you guys got chilling, everything spread out.
John, the first thing he said to me was like, Jay, dude, I can't even tell you. Like, you guys just went into this deep. You're like, we just survived the blizzy, bro.
Blizzy.
Damn.
Yeah. So what Jay and Nick went through the first night, it caught up to us.
In the worst way.
The worst fucking way.
John made friends here. Actually, those guys were really cool.
They were. They taught us a lot.
Yeah, they were dope.
And they gave us tips too, you know.
They
If you need to get water,
get
it up.
I was chafing. I don't even know what it was.
It was like gasoline or some shit.
I asked them, I was like, I'm gonna get some of this, and I forgot what it was.
Well, typically, you know, can't sleep.
At this point, we were delirious. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they didn't even.
This was
Nick was in a bad way that night.
This was the hardest night for you, huh, Dev?
Oh yeah, no, I was like, I need to go sleep. Like my brain was like fried.
99 switchbacks is a lie. It's 106.
Yeah. All right, I remember. Was it 4 in the morning for the
hardest morning and hardest night?
Yeah.
4 in the morning for the summit, dude. I was so like, this is where I started to find my second win. Yeah, this was like a 14-mile day. It's so.
Sheesh. Yeah, we did all of it.
Yeah, so you'll see the two pictures. We did day 4 and day 5 all in one day. So we hiked all that distance.
Yesterday was hectic.
Day 4. Starting at Guitar Lake, going up to the summit.
That's a Bible.
Of Mount Whitney.
It's a Bible.
14,505 feet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, John was so ready to go.
Literally, dude.
Alright,
when Nick was using the bathroom, he's like,
on this
hurry up.
B-roll, Nick, tell him about how you were feeling coming into camp that night. Yeah, what was going on?
Oh, man, yeah. So we had gone through all those storms and whatnot, and like my boots got waterlogged real bad. My socks got wet and everything, and so my feet got completely just drenched with water, and I formed a whole bunch of blisters all over my feet. So by the time we get to this, I'm sure like there's probably a part where we stop after the summit. By the time we got to the summit and back down the 99 switchbacks, my feet were shredded to like there was like nothing left.
Dude had trench foot.
And yeah, it was gross. Like I took my socks off and like my feet were just waterlogged and burned up, and there was blisters all over it. And then you guys are like, "Oh, we're gonna send it all the way to the bottom." And I was like, wait.
I remember when we were chilling after this. We were deciding to tell you how. We were like, we're gonna have to tell Nick.
Yeah.
And we're like, we have two scenarios. Either doesn't want to or he wants to.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I was like, I didn't even want to do it. After the bottom of 106, I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, for people that want to climb Mount Whitney too, watch out for the weather.
Yeah, seriously.
Because I think when we went up here, I think it was coming in around 1 or 2 or something like that.
We got up there about noon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you don't want to be up there when it's, you know, lightning and
any
stuff.
clouds, period.
There's a hut up there that's literally just for protection.
Yeah.
It won't save you though.
Oh, dude, I saw some guy almost fall right here to his freaking
Yeah, you're
demise.
telling
It
me
was terrible.
We're at like 13,000 feet right here.
Yeah, all the stuff, all the white stuff you guys see is like, it's not snow, it's hail. So it's all like, it's compacted, but it's still
Perfect
like
spheres.
Yeah, it's like weird.
It's just ice, basically.
Yeah.
That shit's scary. You're like right on
I mean,
the
it
cliff.
is. I mean,
Yeah, dude. I remember when I came.
It was a couple of thin parts.
Me and you got up there, and you waited, right?
no, that was John was up there first.
Yeah, me and John were up there first.
No, but then me and you were behind them, and then I
Yeah.
just like went by myself up there.
Yeah, dude. Oh, there's the people that really helped us out. Shout out to them. Shout out to them
They're
for
really
real.
cool. Yeah.
The Boy Scouts troop. Mario, shout out Mario.
Yeah.
Shout out Mario.
That's Guitar
Hope you
Lake
see
down
it
there.
someday.
That's where we just came from.
Sheesh, look at that knife edge right there, dude. That thing is crazy. Wow.
I remember thinking this seemed so much closer to me than it really was. For when we were walking into this part, like approaching the peak, I thought I was like, oh, we're almost there, and then like
And then it wrapped around.
half past.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, never mind.
Nick was feeling it pretty rough at this
I was
point.
going through it, but I was like, I'm going to the peak.
He had 2 flats.
Yeah, two flats for real.
John looks so funny. It looks like he's wearing a sock on his head.
On that table in this frame, there's a sign-in sheet. You'll find my name in there.
Yep.
Go take a picture
Of his name.
of my name
Don't
You
write
won't-
yours.
and
You won't
send it
find
to
my name.
Paradyme.
Oh, that would be sick if someone actually
Exactly.
did that.
You will not find me.
Yeah, if you guys go Mount Whitney and you sign your name, take a picture and send it to
Yeah,
us.
send it to us, please. We're looking down in the Alabama Hills, Owens Valley right there.
Nice.
Yo, you guys remember when I dislodged a rock
Yo.
at the peak?
Oh, that was scary as shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He was on the phone and then he stepped on a rock and was like,
And everybody was like,
everybody looked. And he was just like, yeah, so the Giants game, you know? It's like, dude.
It was a little weird being up there. I couldn't get like balance on the rocks.
Yeah, you're like looking way down. We did not go in this building.
yeah, you can see me in the reflection. I didn't enter it.
Yeah, we did not go in.
I went in.
I'm calling the police.
I didn't see it.
I thought you could see that on camera. It says you're not allowed to enter.
Yeah.
That's what
And
that
it will not save you from a thunderstorm is what it says.
Yeah, if anything, it'll fucking kill you.
The Faraday cage, but it's not.
Oh, that's it.
Is there footage of me pulling up?
Yeah, you and Jay pulled
Tripping
together.
when I'm like,
Nice.
I don't get too much footage of us up there because of us just like
yeah.
chilling,
Yeah.
like not really doing much.
The sun was beautiful.
I think me and David argue a little bit about like the thunder, like the weather. Like you can see, like, for you guys watching, you can see like there's no nothing in sight.
I'll show you.
There's nothing going. Like the weather is
Yeah.
perfectly clear, but then as soon as we start hiking down, it's all gray and cloudy.
Yeah, we're like, yeah.
And their service.
Oh yeah, that's sick. 5G.
Damn, bro, what's up?
Okay. I meant, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you guys knew what's up when you guys came up here. We're fast. We're just fucking on some crazy shit.
I was on like PTSD mode. I was like, I really don't want to get.
Yeah, that's why I was like, damn, Devin's like, I don't need to get the fuck out of here.
505.
To the top of Mount Whitney.
Yeah, that's all.
And the descent. Dude, I'm telling you, this day we covered like 300 plus switchbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did some.
The HD, or when it's
Same.
the HD is gonna be processed, this looks a lot like, because it looks like a straight clip, and this
Yeah.
is what the 99 switchbacks look like.
The whole time, I'm telling you, from the start to the car, from the top
This
to the
was
car.
so brutal.
It was
to go
this.
down.
It was absolutely brutal. And then at some point, it was that most of the time. It wasn't like nice
Just
little path.
smooth
It
and
was
yeah.
straight up rocks or
All
ankles.
those
Yeah.
kids
I don't know.
Beat up.
I was flying through this. Downhill's my shit.
Yeah, man.
It's just crazy to think about
Let
how
the
like
gravity happen.
I was so tired just at the peak alone, and then we added another like 9 miles to the day.
I
Yeah.
felt so bad for Nick, bro.
I was
Straight
dying,
up.
but it got to the point where I really couldn't even like feel my feet anymore.
Oh my
I was just
gosh.
like, I was
You
just
went into
like-
Goggins mode.
I was just like, whatever.
I was scared we were gonna get his storm right here.
Yeah, we talked about that too. It was just like bad areas to stop.
This is where you guys broke the news to me.
Broke the news.
You're like, we're going all the way.
I'm like, hey,
I pulled up to this exact spot thinking like we're about to set.
Yeah, dude. That's what I thought you were gonna vote for.
I was like, yeah,
If it just
perfect. Like, I made it. We're gonna set up camp and chill. You guys are like,
I think how
what do you
John
think
sold
about
it you over the top was like it's only gonna be worse tomorrow. And at that point I saw your
Yeah.
mind change. I was like, all right, fuck,
yeah.
we're hiking, I guess.
Listening to the people up there that all those.
And Dev was on his salesman's pitch too. He was like, I'm done. You saw the storm? 2 hours, dude.
I wanted to get to the car immediately.
And all he wanted was pizza. That's all he kept talking about.
Yeah, pizza and beer.
Just pizza.
Well, I'm in for like if we don't want to keep.
Now
walking,
he's like,
stay
no
here,
carbs,
I'm
please.
in for continuing to the next camp post.
Oh, this is mischievous.
Oh, he got it! Fucking.
We did not feed the squirrels.
This is where we saw that really like mangy looking marmot. Do you guys remember
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one?
that
It
one
was,
had
like, that thing
alopecia.
looked sick. Like,
That thing's right next to you.
He was literally right under your back. You should have touched him.
Is he still into
The
that?
marmots were thick
there's
up
probably
here.
no footage of me nursing my feet, is there?
I hope there is, man.
That's not even. That's probably not suitable for YouTube.
Yeah.
We have to put an age
Either the
restriction on the
GoPro
video.
is like on its last or something, because I put it away. I remember once we start like moving.
whoa, that's crazy. It was very good.
Put your finger up. You're good on.
John, call him get. Oh yeah,
And then I
yeah.
started back
So
up.
Nick pulls up, and he's like you said, he's ready to fucking chill. And, John, Dev were like, I don't know if David was pushing so hard, but they're like, let's go, let's send it the whole way. You down, you down. I'm like, I'm down, but like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to stay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I was like, I'll wait to hear what Nick has to say. And then Nick was like, he was in no at first and then persuaded, and then we just sent it the whole way.
Yeah. This was a power move. Like I can't believe we actually went all the way to the bottom from
The top.
Yeah, they
starting
the
from
backside.
the other side,
Yeah.
the peak, going to the peak, then going.
How many miles was this from the top down?
From Guitar Lake, because we started from the
The whole day was 13 or 14. I
It was
think.
At least.
a lot.
It was a lot.
And we elevated 8,000 and then came back down another 8,000. Or 9,000 or
At least,
whatever
at
back to
least.
the car. And this is, I ventured off on my own because I was like, dude, I just want to get in the car. David was so far ahead, he was waiting for us at the car.
He missed the path and walked a little extra,
Yeah.
and he still made it before.
Like, these sites were so
These are
cool.
my favorite views, I think.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, this was see, like I was hurting, but this was like such a beautiful walk down too. So like every now and then I did take a break. I was like, this is sick, but I was also like, I've got to get to the
I
bottom.
always caught myself like being like, dude, these people need to like move faster or just get out of the way.
Yeah, brutal. So brutal. We saw a bear leaving this place, remember
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
didn't get
barely
to
caught
see
a
it,
glimpse, but that was
unfortunately.
you that saw it, right?
So there was a bear. It was a black bear. It was a motherfucking.
Yeah, dude. Okay, hold on. Quiet on the set.
Oh, is this us pulling up?
That was a long ass hike, huh?
Endless.
That shit felt forever.
Even at the bottom, I was like,
Nick's scooting, bro. His legs are the trekking poles now, dude.
Really surprised. You, like, not one complaint, not one like fucking beast mode all the way.
I was like,
like on
I was like, I'm
straight
not stopping.
sleeping mode, dude. I need to fucking.
On the way back, Nick's falling asleep as he drives. Yeah, he's like, "Can you take over?" I was like, "Oh fuck!" Woke up, we drove. It was like tag team all the way back.
That night, that day was really. We woke up at 5.
Yeah.
Drove a 6-hour drive.
We were awake.
We got home at like 2.
That's what I'm saying. We were well awake from 5 o'clock in the morning. Hiked almost 16 miles.
Yeah. Got in the car
and drove for another 6 hours.
How did you guys do it? Did you guys like tag team?
John and David tag team. Like fell asleep.
Dude, it was the hardest drive.
Yo, straight up.
I was so tired.
If whoever was driving was the only one awake, like he was asleep, and then I'd wake him up, and we'd switch, and it'd be knockout. It just there was no. It was crazy, like exhausted.
I was keeping myself awake by eating nerds. Like candy.
Sugar.
I was like, I was going to give myself like a little sugar rush. I'd be driving, I'd start to nod off, and then I'd just like eat some.
So, what did that trip teach you guys? Did you guys learn anything from that trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
Yeah, I think it taught me what was on my mind the most when I was, those days where you're just, like everybody's talking when they're walking and hiking, but when you're not, what's on your mind the most? And then why is it on your mind, So I think it taught me to be more aware of my thoughts or what's on my mind. And if I don't know, if it's on your mind, then it is for a reason, and maybe you should, just figure that out. And then I think it taught me to just have more mental, what do we call it, like hardening of your mind. Just like keep going.
The calloused mind.
Yeah. Taught me that.
Give you a new cookie for the cookie jar.
Yeah, basically that's one thing. And it kind of taught me to like realize that we're like a team too, So like you have to spread out responsibility when it comes to like stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, I think it was just like, for me, it was just like, sort of like the ultimate test of like perseverance, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, I mean, what the video doesn't show is that like, for everybody, like it was hard, you know what I mean? Like we were hurting, we were going through like a lot. We had to like go through all these storms and like pain, and like I was popping Tylenols and caffeine pills to like keep myself going, you know what I mean? And my feet were falling off by the end, but like it was still sick. Like it was such a cool experience. So like, I don't know, I felt like, I felt good about like making it all the way through. I also definitely don't think I could have done it by myself. Like having the group, like to push you was good. But like, so I think that's like the thing that sticks with me the most about it is just like, you don't really know like how like far you can go, you know what I mean? Like until you actually do it.
Yep. Yeah. So you know what? It can't hurt me rings so true in this circumstance. You're saying this allowed you to callous the mind. That's like a chapter in Goggins' Can't Hurt Me.
Yeah.
Cookie jar, having something like, oh man, this is really hard, but I did Mount Whitney, so I can do fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Then you have a cookie that you just added to the cookie jar. And then you're mentioning just how much people don't know they're leaving on the table.
Yeah.
These are like 3 of the big ideas of Can't Hurt Me, and it's a big part of the reason why we took on the trip.
Yeah.
Right? It's like we want to do the hardest fucking possible thing. That's how I sold it to the group. Remember when we were like, my friend just did Whitney, I was like, that sounds like a cool idea.
Yeah.
I took it to these guys and I was like, let's do the tallest mountain in the lower 48 states, the hardest thing we could possibly do. Something you've never done. And then it sold. And then it took a little bit of time, but literally 6 months of creation created this trip. We got a map. We got an idea for a video. We built this whole thing around an idea that it seemed minute, but it turned into this huge thing, right? It was like we read a book, one little thing was said, and then from there it was just like it developed into this whole thing. So it's really cool how both you and you agree that it was a testament to how hard you could really.
And like seeing everything fall into place, like you were saying, like there was a lot of planning and like time we spent like thinking about doing this and like actually doing it and succeeding at it was awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
And like there was a lot of prep involved. Like I had never backpacked before, so we had to do like a training thing. We did it. We did some training backpacking. I was, you know, we were at the gym trying to like prep for this, and we didn't die like with all the mileage we had to do and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we really made this happen. So.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think it takes a special group of people to do that. Like, do you remember in Nice Bike how they had that group of guys that did something every year?
Oh yeah.
And met at a cabin. I think that we could really turn this into something
like a
that.
tradition.
And like, it's hard to find people that really do this type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think the main thing is like just life. Life just happens.
Yeah.
And so it like separates people. Like
but I mean, if you put priority to it, right? Like we as a group, if we're like once a year we're doing a big trip, 4-day minimum, you know, or like 3-day minimum. Let's do whatever that year. We can make something happen. But
I agree.
I want to ask you, Dev, what did you learn anything from this trip?
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I think I learned like a lot about like obviously like my own capabilities. Like you would think that 5 days out just on a mountain would kind of like break you, or like you may not know, like listening to this if you've never gone backpacking, because I think this was all of our like first real time being out in the middle of like almost nowhere backpacking with a 50-pound bag. Like we can't just get up and leave and be like, oh no, dude, my leg hurts. Like no, like you're staying out there, or like we're doing some excessive amount of like calling somebody to come get you. And it's almost like
that's the thing. If we needed to get out, like that was not going to be an easy thing to do. That would be arguably harder than you know what I mean? So like that was like in the back of your mind. I think you got to make sure like nothing goes wrong. You don't hurt yourself or anything like that, because we were deep in there. If you pull up on the map and like look at the trail we were doing, we were really like
deep,
almost as far into the mountain range as you can get with like you know what I mean, like almost towards the center, not that far off. So like we were really like.
Just
you can't just walk out.
You have to walk out, but it's going to take days.
And I think that's what I kept. Like, that was like on the forefront of my mind the whole time. Like especially thinking about like Nick, like you, like all the shit that like from the first night, like your stomach acting up to like your inflatable thing, and like thinking like. I think for the most part, me, Jay, David, and John like had our situations all right, but it was good to see like. If you really are down bad in this situation, you can really, or you're capable of like some crazy shit that you never see yourself do. You know what I mean? So I think that was like a eye opener. I think our capabilities as just humans, like I think we doubt ourselves a lot.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? I think that if you want to try something like, obviously I don't know, a 5-day backpacking, it's not for everybody, but you can plan it, right? Jay said we planned it for 6 months. We didn't just plan it in a week and like
2 weeks to do it.
You know what I mean? Like like this was like a serious thing for us, especially none of us taking a serious. I think Jay is probably the closest to like the serious.
This was Devin's first time backpacking too. Like this was my second time.
That was his first trip.
So we went with experienced, backpackers, and you know, for those who watch this, like, dude, I didn't think I would ever be doing something like this ever. I'm like one of those people who are like, oh yeah, like hiking's cool, but I don't think I'm gonna do this backpacking trip, the highest mountain in America. So you'd be surprised what you're capable of. You know?
In retrospect, like in general, like it didn't feel as bad as I thought it would. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like I put it on a higher pedestal than what I thought it would be.
Almost like you had to do it all in one day.
Yeah, like sort of. But that I would say the last day was like the
brutal.
Brutal. There was no like. Nah, man. This part was that whole day was fucking hard.
For me, I think the thing I learned too was that like watching Nick come down on 2 flat tires, like dude's skin was different from his foot, like it was like rubbing at a different.
Dude, you guys didn't even see the aftermath of of that, because like the next day, or no, not even the next day, because I didn't get up until like late afternoon. No, I had to walk on the sides of my feet. Because the soles were all blistered up, so I was walking on my heels and the sides of my feet and stuff, and like I got those like blister bandages you can get that like dry them out or whatever, and so I just like wrapped up my feet with those, and it got rid of them really quick in like 1 or 2 days. But then after that, like all the skin on my foot just like peeled off, dude. There was it was nasty. Like I was pulling off like huge pieces of skin on the bottom of my feet. It's like, yo, this is disgusting.
It's nasty, but dude, you fucking did that, man.
Is it like it's like the clear, or is it like a different color?
Yeah.
It's different. Oh.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah.
And it's thick. It's thick.
Thick, dead skin.
Imagine your heel skin.
Yeah.
How thick that is.
Yeah, that's like it's like white though. It's like
yeah.
But it's like a different color.
I don't know, man. It's built different. It's built different. Yeah, that was crazy. I'll ask you guys then. What do you have a favorite memory? I mean, the whole trip was amazing, but is there a favorite piece of the trip that you hold on to? Like when you think of Whitney as like this is that memory.
I would say either when at least it would be where we stopped at that tree where you guys were bouldering. I think that was like one of my like funnest nights of like just being in the middle of the trip. Everything's going good so far. You know, I know we have like little you guys got caught in a storm and like
still amazing.
That was so before the worst, like the hardest day.
Yeah, and it was like that. The middle point we're doing good, so it's like it feel like, and then at that point it felt like I was at a peak, and then I think the second point would be like Guitar Lake. Making it through that was like thank
my
you,
favorite
God.
my favorite memory was after the blizzy. The sun came out after the hailstorm, and it was just like a huge sigh of like a relief.
Yeah.
And getting dry, and just kind of like realizing that the worst of the worst was actually over.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if I had to go, that probably would have been my favorite. If we went through the storm the same way you guys did that last one, that probably would have been like my most relieving moment. But because we got to like hang out under the tree during that, I mean, honestly, my best moment was still like hitting the peak, because that was just my goal, like personally, like that from planning it, everything. It was I just wanted to get to the top, like at all costs. You know, so like so actually getting up there, I was super hyped about that.
Oh yeah, dude. I think my favorite one was probably when John and I went bouldering. Like we hiked up. It wasn't even really that far, but we just like it was cool because there was nothing to think about other than like making food. Just what we need to do right now. The feeling of like I don't have to do this tomorrow. We're out here just bouldering. It's just me and homies, you know? And plus we're like under substances, so we're like, this is sick. This is a good time. So we go out there and we're bouldering, and like, I don't know, I just think back on that when we're all, and then we get back and we're all just like on a rock. Like there's just big rock by camp just talking, like,
That's
it was
the best
awesome.
Part. Yeah, that's the best part.
The journey was so cool. Like achieving the summit was great, but the journey that led up to it, the nights, the hardness, the gruelingness. There was times when I was like, God, like these switchbacks don't end. Like the last day, if we take even that out, there was like the day 2 when we woke up and it was just straight up right away. I was like, damn, this is a beast. But that bouldering moment, getting back to camp that night was awesome.
Yeah, going to the peak was probably like my best moment or favorite moment, but I think that my overall favorite day was day 3, even though that was like the hardest.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why I like it though, because like we all persevered.
Yeah.
That. And like that was also some of the best views of the trip when we weren't getting destroyed by the storm.
Yeah,
we were going through the Crabtree Meadows area. That was like I thought that place was so
Looking
cool.
up
That place with the the beach, the cave night.
Yeah.
With like all the clouds and stuff at night. That was like my favorite view.
Oh man,
that's why there was so much stuff
The
I
stars.
wish we could have captured. That was like
Well, next time we'll do something.
dude, like,
Well,
even then, like,
and on that, go ahead.
Even then, like that night on the beach, like sleeping on the beach. I wish there was we had a camera capable of capturing like that whole night if we wanted to capture that whole night. You know what I mean? Like it would have just been sick to see where we were at night.
Dude, the stars alone.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, freaking I mean, on that note of like, this could be a recurring thing. I think we should do that. We can go see like Colorado. We can go check out a bunch of different places. We could decide on something, but I thought that was epic. I'd like to make it a recurring thing. And you know, who knows? Future kids might be watching this, and if they are, beat that. it's a blessing to be able to live the life and go do that.
Yeah.
Like we have a life and we're blessed enough that we live close that we could drive there and back in a day if we really wanted to.
Yeah, there's some crazy studies on how many people like actually see nature, and it's kind of shocking. Like it's a wild number on how many people actually go camping nowadays. It's crazy. It would actually blow like some of our minds. Like
a lot or a little?
It's a lot.
Oh, nice.
Like the percentages. No, I'm saying the percentage of people that don't see stuff like this is really fucking high.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
It doesn't make it.
We talked about it though. Like so many people that like, especially if they grow up in a city and they just like never leave.
Yeah. If you never go check it out. I mean, even people that live right here at the base of Yosemite. This is in order to go to Yosemite from this side, you have to go through Fresno. People never go from here.
They're like, I've never been there.
It's
like an hour and a half away,
dude. And then some of them I'm glad you don't. You know what I mean?
Beautiful places you can go to like in America, and like they're like, I've never been there.
If you're listening to this or watching this video, people think of California just beach. If you've never been to California, LA
San
beaches, Palm Beach, but like this is an area. Not just this mountain, but even Fresno. Fresno is so close to so many different things besides the beach that stuff like this isn't, like you may not even have this concept in your head when you think of California.
Right.
And the city's just been developed in a way that it's not conducive to creating a culture of this, you know? So, but we have the opportunity to go and really see it, so it's a blessing, and I'm thankful that we got to do it.
This is California, correct?
Yeah.
That's Whitney's in California.
Yeah. So.
You can see Nevada from the top. So if you have the chance to go out there and do Mount Whitney and you want to do something challenging and you have a group of people, young men, young women, capable, maybe I should say women and men, because we saw some older dudes out there beating us. So kids.
Oh,
I mean, we saw
babies.
6-year-old kids doing this thing.
Like newborn babies.
Wearing like freaking 80s glasses.
Yeah,
like
they're called the Super Hiking Twins.
Yeah, on Instagram or something, right?
So go check them out. Let them know Paradyme sent you. And dude, it was so sick. So we loved it, and I know you would if you really want to go and do that. Go do it and make a video and tag us in it because we want to see it. So background stuff. You have to get a permit to do some hiking like this in California. So if you plan on doing that, go and look at permits for this hike. And then before we take off, is there anybody you want to shout out? Let anybody know who's watching the video? You thinking about it?
No. I'm excited for what next year has in store.
Yeah.
Like if we all decide to do something together, like
dude.
I think it's definitely something to capture, like how we captured this, because this was so fun to like. Obviously, I watched it like 100 times, so it's kind of like, nothing really excites me now. So I feel like I got to live Whitney over and over again.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Yeah. Shout out to friends and family too. You know, those that we were hyping up about this. And, you know, were there for us and celebrated with us when we got back.
Yeah.
It meant a lot.
Yeah, it's really cool when you get to the top. You can call people.
Yeah.
So it was like
I made it.
It was like a low key kind of flex. It was like, hey, you're the first person I'm calling. Like,
What's up, girl? Yeah.
So it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, man. So we loved it. We hope you guys love the video. Drop a comment down below. Did you have a favorite part? If you know Nick, leave that down in the comment. I want to hear from people in Connecticut and Colorado. I want to hear about that. And subscribe to the channel. We really want to do some more of these videos and you know, like the video so you know that you show us that you like this type of content. And so before you take off, make sure you subscribe, follow us on all our social media platforms. All the information will be down in the description box below. And remember, who you are today equals who you'll be tomorrow. Peace.